All right, welcome to Rock Against the Spread, RATS. Just a little something I'm getting going. This is Glen Rockney. I do want to try this out, see how it goes, see how successful I am, and see if people actually take me up on some of these bets or anything like this. But it's week one of the NFL season. Recording this on a Friday right now, and I just wanted to pick every game from week one against the spread. Keep a tally going throughout the year. Maybe mix in some prop bets. Not today, but if this keeps going, we're gonna definitely mix in some prop bets. But yeah, so just a quick heads up before we go. I am not an expert in any of this stuff, so please view this as entertainment. It's not advice. The smart move is to watch this program, take note of what picks I make, and then laugh at me when I lose. Do not put up your house and shit like that. That's not what I'm here to do. Don't take a second mortgage out. Don't do anything like that. I'm just here to pick games, have some fun, and you can talk shit to me. Feel free. Follow me at Glen Rockney. I'll put that at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. So this week, let's start it out. We got Miami at New England Patriots. That is New England minus 6.5. And I can't look. You got Cam Newton with Bill Belichick. Belichick's done well with Matt Castle, but for the bulk of his career or the bulk of his Patriots tenure, he's had Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady's been the constant. So I can't, there's a lot of unknowns here, right? And it's week one of a pandemic after a pandemic offseason. So even then, what the hell do we expect? I got to go with the Pats. I'd be kicking myself if I took the Dolphins. I know the Dolphins took like a bunch of ex-Patriots and loaded up their defense with them, but I just can't. I don't see Belichick losing to Ryan Fitzpatrick again, right? I don't see him because people forget week 17 last year, Patriots lost the first round bye opportunity at the hands of Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I do see New England coming out. I think their defense is still decent. I think Cam's going to be able to create a little bit because by all accounts, he does seem healthy. I think he's going to be able to create enough points. And I like that game going under too. They have the over under at 42, but I don't see a lot of points being scored in that game at all. So yeah, we'll see about that. But I will say I'm not too confident about it, but I'll go New England Patriots minus 6.5. Next up, Cleveland Browns at Baltimore Ravens. The line is set at Baltimore Ravens minus 7.5. I hate minus 7.5. Minus 7.5 is like the worst line, right? Because you want to say your team's going to win by a touchdown, right? But they got to win by 8. This is a tough one, man. AFC North is tough. I got to go Baltimore, right? You got to go Baltimore, especially, like I said, week one after the pandemic offseason. You want to go with the 14-2 team from last year, right? I'm going Baltimore minus 7.5. I think they're going to be able to run on Cleveland. Cleveland's made some improvements, but it's got to be Baltimore. I think they want to get off to a hot start. And I also like the under in that one. The over under is at 48.5. I'll go with under on that one. Baltimore in the under. New York Jets at Buffalo Bills. Bills are minus 6.5, and I'm going with them. Two teams that have the most continuity on their offense are the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders, right? I believe that the Bills are replacing just one starter, or added one new starter, and that's Stephon Diggs on their offense. I haven't seen their injury reports, so maybe there's other stuff, but I do think Buffalo's going out with kind of the same offense from last year, and I like them covering. I still think the Jets are kind of a dumpster fire. I'll believe it when I see it, when they're improved. I'm down to take a loss on that one this week for them to prove me wrong, but I got to go Buffalo minus 6.5, and I like the over 39.5 on that one. I think Buffalo's going to put up some points, and the Jets maybe a little garbage time too. 39.5. It's not a lot in today's NFL. So my Las Vegas Raiders at Carolina Panthers. The Raiders are favored. They are minus 3, and the over-under is 47.5. I'm picking my Raiders for the continuity's sake. I think Carolina's got an all new defense, changing at the guard with Luke Kuechly retiring. Cam's gone. Got Bridgewater, solid quarterback. You know what I mean? Nothing special. But you got Matt Rule, Joe Brady. They have a new defensive coordinator as well. And I just think that in this type of offseason, and I don't think in any type of season, I don't think Carolina's built to win this year in any kind of offseason. But I think they're going to have they're going to be way behind the curve to start. So I think the Raiders cover. Please don't let me down. Jeez, please don't let me down, Vegas. Please don't let me down. But I think the Raiders cover the 3 points. And I like this game. Man, the over-under is interesting. I actually like this game going under. I think both teams are going to play kind of okay defense at first, and then I think the Raiders pull away a little bit later. But 47.5, what's that going to take? That's going to be 24-23, or what is that? Yeah, 20. Yeah, right around there. So I could see that being like a kind of a yeah. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind. Let's go over. Let's go over now. Yeah, I think that's true. I think the Raiders put up 30. Carolina gets around 23. Yeah, 53 points. That sounds about right. I see like a 30-23 game out of that one. So again, Raiders -3. I like that over the Panthers. So next one we have is Seattle Seahawks at Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons +2 looks fantastic in that. Over under is 49. I like the under. I like under 49, but I actually like Atlanta, and I like money lining Atlanta. So any of you people who are newer to gambling, want to pick it up this year, money line is when you say, fuck the spread, man. I can't stand the spread. I don't care about any of that. Atlanta's winning. So if you got an underdog that you think is going to win outright, you don't care about the points that they're spotting you. You take the money line, you get way better odds. So I like Atlanta winning outright. Seattle this year. I don't know what their win total is predicted by Vegas. I don't know what their over-under is on that, but I kind of like them having a down year this year simply because the 12th man's not there. It seems kind of simplistic, kind of archaic way to look at it, but home field advantage does not exist this year, really. I mean, you got kind of a travel thing where it's, this team's traveling, East Coast time zone, stuff like that. But then in this scenario, Seattle is going to the East Coast time zone. So they don't have their home field advantage there. But I'm even saying at home this year, I don't love them, because they win a lot of close games. And a lot of those, you got to think that the crowd's helping, has an impact. But in this scenario, I do like Atlanta winning outright. But, hey, take the 2 points, right? Take the 2 points. I like that game going under 49. I think both teams are going to play okay defense. Seattle's interesting on the road. Their offense doesn't look nearly the same. And, I feel good about that. So again, that's probably my favorite bet so far that we're on this slate on this week of games. So I definitely think Atlanta +2 looks great. So we have huge typo here. We have CBS Sports has Philadelphia Eagles at Washington football team is what we're going with now. So the Washington football team +5.5. This one's interesting. This one's very interesting. I'm going to go with the Eagles, but this is one of those ones where I would stay away from it altogether personally, because I could see Washington. I believe these teams opened up with each other last year, and I think the Eagles ended up winning, but the game was really neck and neck for a long time. And I'll go with the Eagles -5.5 just for the show's sake, but I'm not touching that one. Over under is 42.5. I like the over in that. I think Washington's secondary doesn't look amazing to me. I think Wentz will be able to put up some points on them. And Philly's secondary there's nothing to ride home about either. That defensive line's good. They got a lot of high picks on that. Those 4 first-round picks on their defensive line. But I like that going over 42.5 for sure. But again, this game gives me the creeps. I don't like it. So again, we're going to go Philadelphia -5.5, over 42.5. And next up is Chicago Bears at Detroit Lions. So this one, NFC North division matchup, they have Detroit Lions -3. I believe I've seen it 2.5 elsewhere. So this might be adjusted. And so what I think is going to happen in this game. Now, Mitch Trubisky, named the starter. Mitch Trubisky has had some of his better games statistically against the Detroit Lions, but I don't know if I like it. I actually kind of like the Lions this year, I guess is what I'm getting at. I kind of like the Lions. I was thinking about taking a future bet on the Lions winning the division. Had pretty good odds. I can't remember exactly what they were, but the Lions over the Bears this week sounds good to me because people have kind of a weird image about the Lions last year, but they got a lot of people don't remember what they looked like when Stafford was in there. They were number 4 in total offense. Chicago's defense, yeah, it's still good, right? I believe Vaitai, Detroit's left tackle, might not play, and going against Khalil Mack, right? That's it's not great when you have your starter against Khalil Mack, but having your backup tackle against him is not great. Nonetheless, I do think with the addition of DeAndre Swift, Kerryon Johnson's good. You know what I mean? So he needed somebody else to take some of the heat off him, keep him healthy all year. Receiving core looks good, and they've done some good stuff on defense. So I do like Detroit. I think Detroit taking. I'll take the points. Sure, yeah. You know what, Detroit? Let's take the 3. And then as far as I think that's going to be. I like it going over 43 as well. It seems like a game that would go under, but I like it going over there. Next up, Indianapolis Colts at Jacksonville Jaguars. Indy is favored by 8. God, this is another one. I don't even want to watch this game, but I probably will. And I'll probably have it on. But Colts are favored by 8. Over under is 45. Damn. This one 8's a lot. I know Jacksonville's like a lot of people are thinking they're going to be looking at Trevor Lawrence next year, being in position to at least, be within a couple picks of number 1. Some people have them finishing as the number 1 overall pick. I don't know if they're going to be that bad, but and we don't know what Phillip Rivers looks like as a quarterback at Indy. Again, we're going no preseason here, nothing. We didn't even get that week 3 preseason where we see the starter for a first half. We don't even have that. So, you know what? I'm going to go Jacksonville +8. Let's do it. Jacksonville +8. It sounds crazy. And I like the under 45 there. I think both these defenses are actually going to do a decent job against the offense. Indy will definitely have a good running game going. But damn, man, I like Jacksonville +8. That's another one too. If you guys like teasers or if you like to buy points, some apps allow you to buy points, like MyBookie will allow you to buy points a little bit. So what if you could like buy that Jacksonville line up to 9 or maybe even 10 and then parlay it with something else, right? So if you were to like buy 2 points, your odds become less. But if you parlay it with another one, like something you feel better about, like for me, if I parlayed that with Atlanta, which I feel great about, I would I'd feel good about that. So yeah, that's another strategy you could go with there. Green Bay Packers. Oh yeah, and so next up we have Green Bay Packers at Minnesota Vikings, and another division matchup. So that's always something to keep an eye on. Those ones are always tough. It's like I never have luck with the division matchups, not early in the year at least. But so the Vikings are favored by 2.5. And now I was talking to somebody on Twitter about it. I was asking what people's best bet of the week was, and somebody said they like the Packers money line, and I kind of do too. I'd probably take the points personally. I think that's going to be a close game, but I like the Packers in this. I like the Packers getting the 2.5. It's at Minnesota, and Minnesota is like a crazy home field advantage of that new stadium. Again, we have no fans, so you got to get that in your head when you're like, oh, at Minnesota. Like the only thing that matters is the traveling, really, at that point. So I think I'll go with Packers minus. Yeah, Packers. I'm sorry, Packers getting 2.5 points, and I like that going over. I like it going over 45.5. I love the over in that, so I feel really confident about that. At the end of this, I'm going to go over maybe 3 or 4 of my favorite picks of the week. But So next up, we have the Los Angeles Chargers at Cincinnati Bengals. Los Angeles Chargers favored by 3 points. So it's Chargers -3. You got a first career game. I'm sorry, the over-under is 42 points. You have your first career game with Joe Burrow at the helm, number 1 pick. And I love Joe Burrow. I think he's great. That's not a good defense to start against, in my opinion. Another missing Derwin James. He's out for the season. And but still, you got Chris Harris. You got the 2 bookend edge rushers that just got paid. Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa, good player, Chenna Nwosu, like really good players on that. Casey Hayward. There's still a lot to like about that Chargers defense, and I'm gonna go with Chargers -3. But there's always that outside possibility of Joe Burrow just going off in his first game, right? And maybe Cincinnati's improved on defense, but if it looks like it did last year, I feel confident with the Chargers being able to at least beat the Bengals by a field goal, more than a field goal. Over-under's 42. I mean, it's got to be over, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think, yeah, what is that? That's 21 apiece. Yeah, let's go over 42. I think there's going to be points scored. Last night's Chiefs game was interesting because I thought Deshaun Watson was doing all he could to score, but I thought Bill O'Brien was calling a really conservative game plan against the Chiefs. That game should have gone over, and so I like a lot of overs this week, maybe a couple unders, but I like the Chargers and Bengals going over, and I like the Chargers -3 there. So, yeah, at this point, I believe we're in the afternoon portion of the game. Next up is Arizona Cardinals at San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be smoky out there. I'm in the Bay Area. It's very, very smoky. So that's something to look out for. Maybe defense. I'm wondering if this game's even going to go on, man. Like it's getting pretty crazy out here. But nonetheless, let's say that it does. One thing you're going to have to keep in mind is that there's going to be a lot of defensive rotations going on, guys coming in and out, because I think it's going to be tough for guys to play every snap, and the Cardinals last year played the Niners very, very well. So I'm tempted to pick them, but I also like a statement win early from the Niners. People forget the Niners also started 8-0 last year. So I'm going to go with the 49ers -7. Now, if that line were to creep up by the time you place the bet on Sunday to anything over 7, I like Arizona. I like the 49ers by 1 touchdown, right? 1 touchdown. So you could get a push there. But if that line were to creep either way, keep an eye on it, right? So the over-under is 48 there. I like I'm going to say under on that one because I think Arizona is going to start slow offensively, especially against that defense. Where that defense has a lot of continuity. They're still pretty set, right? I think they added Javon Kinlaw, but after that, you still got Fred Warner, still got Richard Sherman, still got Nick Bosa. So that one and Eric Armstead, I think they're ahead of the curve on defense. So I think the key this week is continuity with week 1. Again, it's a crapshoot either way. We don't have anything to base this off of with an offseason like this. Maybe the 2011 lockout. Even then, I still think that was a bit different. So, again, I like the Niners -7, and I like the under 48 points. This one might be the game of the day. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees and Tom Brady going at each other as division rivals. Pretty cool. Really excited to watch this game. So they have the Saints -3.5, and 3.5 sucks, man, because I wish if it was 2.5, I'd be all over the Saints. And I'm still going to pick the Saints, but I wouldn't be super confident about it. I like just going off the over here. The over is 48. I think both these teams are going to put up a lot of points, so I like the over in it. I'll take the Saints -3.5, but I'm a bit concerned about that, only because how good can this offense be? That this Tampa Buccaneers with Tom Brady, Bruce Arians, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, now Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, there's Rob Gronkowski. There should be a lot of fireworks going. You got to think maybe, like we've said, the theme's been continuity, and maybe Tampa doesn't have that continuity yet. Maybe they haven't gelled quite yet, but I still like points being scored in that game. So we'll go with the Saints -3.5 and the over 48 points. So Sunday night game. Dallas Cowboys at SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles Rams, brand new stadium, breaking it in. Looks like there's going to be some, the Rams are excited because they're going to be a lot faster on that turf. Dallas is favored by 3 points. Dallas -3, which I like. I like that a lot. Dallas got a lot of hype in the offseason, rightfully so. Added CeeDee Lamb. Still have Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, Dak Prescott playing on a franchise tag. He wants to get that big deal, and I think he wants to start with a bang. Rams are awful against the run, and not Aaron Donald. I've seen the analytic out there that Aaron Donald's just average against the run. Not true. But Rams otherwise very awful against the run. I think Zeke Elliott's going to get probably over 150 total yards against the Rams. So I do. I like the Rams. Or I'm sorry, I like the Cowboys -3. The over/under is 51.5, and I kind of like the under there. I see that game being in the low 20s there a piece. A lot of running the ball on the Cowboys side. I think that passing game can get going, but I think they're going to lean on the run game there. So I like Dallas winning the game probably by about 6 points ish, but they're making us win by 3 there. So I'd take Dallas -3 and the under 51.5. So the 2 Monday night games, this will end it for us here. Pittsburgh Steelers at New York Giants. I've got, let's see. Oh, here we go. Sorry. The Pittsburgh Steelers favored by 6 points, and the over/under is 46.5. Now, I'm going with the Steelers. I think the Steelers will have a top 5 defense this year. I love Minkah Fitzpatrick. That defense looked great with him there last year. I love TJ Watt and just Devin Bush year 2. Joe Hayden's still really good. I think Daniel Jones is in for a tough day on Monday Night Football. And Ben Roethlisberger's back. That's got it. Look, we don't know what he's going to give us. I guarantee you it's better than Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges. So I like Pittsburgh Pittsburgh -6. Feel great about that one, actually. And I'm going under 46.5 there. I think both teams will play okay enough defense to keep that under 47 points. So let's go Pittsburgh -6 and the under 46.5. Lastly, we have the Tennessee Titans and Denver Broncos, or at Denver Broncos. So Tennessee's favored by 2.5. So Tennessee -2.5, and 41 is the over/under. It's a very, very low number. You got to go over 41. I'm sorry if it's like I got to go over. I don't think those defenses are that good. Von Miller's out for the year. Bradley Chubb, they're saying, might not even be ready for the game. But I kind of like Denver covering in this game. I know it's 2.5. It's not a lot, but Warren Sharp on Pardon My Take the other day brought up a very, very good point, and it's like Tennessee, they're jumping week 1 with no preseason, already going to be gassed. You know what I mean? You're going to see guys get gassed early just from not playing games, but you got to go at Mile High at night. Like that's going to be tough. I like Denver. I'd have home field advantage there. I think this is the one time where we can say home field advantage actually applies in the 2020 NFL season. So I'm going to go Denver +2.5. And I'll take the over 41. Come on. You know what I mean? You got to go over 41. What is this, 1955? Come on. Like 41 points. That's nothing. We could sneeze and get 41 points. So, so lastly, I just want to go in. So picked every game, but I'd say my 3 favorite bets of the week. 3 favorite bets. I am going to go with the Falcons. I like the Falcons. I like the Falcons +2. I actually like money line on that. I like the Falcons winning outright, but we'll say for this sake, Falcons +2. I like Detroit Lions -3. And I like the over in the Tampa and the Saints game. So, again, I'll say that again. We're going to go with Atlanta +2, Detroit -3, Tampa Bay and New Orleans Saints over 48. So, yeah, that's it. Again, just getting started with this show. We'll see. This might not always be the format. I might just do a quick one depending on how the week goes. If you are a Raiders fan, please check out my podcast, Rock Vegas, where I It's very Raiders centric. That's all I talk. I have guests on sometimes. So check that out. Again, probably make this, 15, 20, 30 minutes throughout the week. Just picking the games, having some fun. So again, you can follow me on Twitter. I am at Glen Rockney, GlenRockney. Follow Rare Candy Podcast Network. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I will put that at the end as well and in the episode notes. Thanks again, guys, and best of luck to you. Again, I'm not the one telling you to do this stuff. This is just what I would pick. Please make your own decision and do not blame me. But feel free to talk shit to me and or give me immense praise. So for my own picks. Catch you next week, guys. Best of luck to you.